Recently, I was able to witness the fights of 3 great warriors. His powers were completely absurd. I had never seen anything like it.
What it do? It's your boy, Dragon Ball Art 92, and I'm back with another Kamehameha reaction video. So today we're going to be doing a reaction video to Dragon Ball for Life Tournament of Power Scaling. Now, this is going to be a first reaction. I never seen the video, so we're going to be watching this together. But before we get the party started, make sure you hit the like button and make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're on our way to 1,000 subscribers, y'all. So, y'all support the boy, man, and help us get to that 1,000 mark and become a part of the Dragon Ball Art family. You dig? So we're going to get this party started now. Let go.
Today we're going to be power scaling Dragon Ball Super's Tournament of Power arc. This is the final arc that will be, power scaling for Dragon Ball Super. The anime, at least. The manga, I will be doing power scaling for that and comparing manga Goku to anime Goku. I'll also be doing a review on the manga since I haven't really fully read the manga throughout. I've only read the more, arcs throughout the story. So I will be doing that in the future. But I want to make some other videos before I get into those too. So you will just have to wait for that. But let's get into this one. And before we do get into it, there's a couple of things I do want to say about in this video. One, I do want to mention the fact that I did make a big mistake in my last 2 videos. By an accident, I left out Super Saiyan God, which had a 2 times multiplier, meaning all these other feats and their multiplications for their power should have been times 2 times more. So it shouldn't have been what I put them all out at max. So so at max, Super Saiyan Blue, Goku, and Vegeta shouldn't have been 480,000 times universal. They should have been 960,000 times universal. So sorry for that again. And
Now, I do want to say this. I'm not really familiar too much with the power scaling because once we got to the Frieza arc and Frieza had reached that 1 million power level, I already felt like it was kind of much. But it didn't stop me from watching the show or anything like that. And I don't mind the power scaling, but I'm just unfamiliar with it, So let's get back to the video.
that was for, I think, in the for the Universe 6 versus 7 tournament arc and the beginning of the Goku Black arc. But in the Goku Black arc, both Goku and Vegeta, well, at least Vegeta got 200 times stronger because Goku Black in his base form was able to handle Super Saiyan Blue being 2 times stronger than that. And then with Super Saiyan 1, which is a 50 times multiplier, which would have made it 100 times. So in his base, he was 2 times stronger than Super Saiyan Blue. And with Super Saiyan 1, he would be 50 times more. So 50 times 2, 100. And since Vegeta surpassed him and was beating on him, he would have to get 2 times stronger than him, meaning that Vegeta would have to get 200 times stronger. And Goku Black did get stronger past that, but we didn't see Goku or Vegeta specifically getting stronger than that. So I'll just cap off Goku and Vegeta's power at 200 times more than before. And the
To be honest, that Goku Black arc was insane. And for the power scaling, what he's speaking about for 200 times stronger in the blue forms is insane, and which makes sense because Super Saiyan Blue is just the Super Saiyan version of Super Saiyan God, which we all know that. But yeah, that arc, man, Goku Black was just putting hands on them, bro. He was just insanely strong. And then when Vegeta did train in the hyperbolic time chamber, excuse me, I know I probably said that wrong. But when Vegeta got that boost and went back to fight Goku Black again, he whooped his monkey ass. You know what I mean? Literally. But it was crazy. It was crazy, and it showed Vegeta's progress. They had to fuse in order to fight to defeat them boys. You know what I mean? It was insane. But let's get back to the video.
reason why I'm also putting Goku for that, even though it was pretty much Vegeta who had the multiplication in his power, is due to the fact that after each arc, both Goku and Vegeta, for some reason, their stats get equalized. So even though Vegeta got a significant power boost and Goku really didn't, uh, at that arc, yes, Vegeta was the one that got 200 times more powerful, but after the arc, they should be equal stats. So we're going to multiply the number by 200 times more. So at the end of in the beginning of the Goku Black Arc, at max, they should have been 960,000 times universal. But with the 200 times multiplier that Vegeta got, they should be around 192 million times universal. So before they got the power boost, or Vegeta at least got the power boost, there were 960,000 times universal. And once they got the power boost, they were 192 million times universal. So at the start of the tournament,
So my thing is, where do you guys get the information for the power scaling, and or is this something that's actually coming out of the series itself? Because I do remember them speaking on certain power levels and things in that nature, but I would love to know where the information is so I can look it up myself and kind of get a basic understanding of, the recent power levels and things of that nature. So that way, when I do react to videos like this, I don't feel so uninformed. But I like the way that he's explaining what's going on. It's making a little sense to me, you know. But I think that he's doing an excellent job with the video. It's just I just need more information for myself so that way I can have a full understanding, of where he's coming from. But let's get back to the video.
of power, or at least before the tournament of power starts, they're going to have a power level of 192 million in Super Saiyan Blue Max. And with Goku with Kaioken times 10, it should be 1,920,000,000 times universal. But that's only when he goes Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 10.
Jeez.
Also, I want to mention the fact that throughout this story arc, since it was many episodes, the arc itself wasn't as big. There were multiple other story events afterwards, what we call slice of life episodes. They had a few story arcs there, here and there, and I will be covering some of them because there are some impressive feats and people mention them quite a bit. So I'll be getting throughout those also. But the way that this one's going to go is I'm going to transition throughout the episodes right after the Goku Black arc um, ended. But after that, the Tournament of Power didn't just start. It had these other episodes that had nothing to do with it, that were, just keep on going. And then they were leading into the Tournament of Power. But even before the Tournament of Power started, they had the Zen exhibition match. And then after that, they had like 40 hours somewhere around there to find their teammates. And then they had multiple episodes for each of their teammates that they're picking up. So there's quite a bit of stuff that was happening before the Tournament of Power itself. And I'll be covering all those. So the first thing we're going to cover and talk about is the episode where they had Raleigh there, and they had Vegeta fighting against Raleigh. One of the scientists was controlling her, and as
By the way, that episode was hilarious. Just want to put that out there.
he was controlling her, he got her to fight, to destroy everything, and Vegeta stepped in to try to fight her. So she showed off her power by punching the planet. She punched the Earth so hard she cracked it completely in half, which shocked Vegeta, and he said, ignoring the laws of physics with gags is against the rules. So one, she was able to break the planet in half with a single punch, but also Vegeta acknowledges the fact that she's breaking the laws of physics, and also she's using gag powers, which is pretty interesting because even though Dragon Ball has some ridiculous feats happening, they're at least still pretty grounded with the logic. They believe that it's reality, whereas gag characters, they know they're in a story. So the fact that he acknowledged that she's a gag character and she's not just really powerful, she has actually ridiculous gag powers that go beyond the conventional means of reality, even in fiction, is pretty interesting. So
That is quite interesting. Gag powers, like that's insane, bro. But this is writing, this is storytelling, and you got to be very creative when it comes to storytelling and writing. In order to keep the audience's attention. That's just how it goes, and that's one thing Dragon Ball is definitely good at, is capturing the people's attention.
after this, we have Goku jumping in to stop Arale. So he turns Super Saiyan Blue and fires a Kamehameha against Arale's mouth beam, but it ends up knocking them both down. So their attack basically was equal and canceled out. And in Knock Goku down, you can see as he says, "Wow, this is great." So Goku wasn't severely damaged, but he was basically matched, meaning that Arale his power was equivalent to 192 million universes or above that, since their energy attack should increase the
192 million. That is insane numbers, bro. Insane numbers. Like, what is going on here? But I guess you got to be that strong, bro, if you want to be universally strong. You feel me? Be able to. I know Beerus is insane numbers. Like, jeez.
power even further. But yeah, her power should be in the hundreds of millions of range when it comes to universal. But she shows something that's even more impressive, as later on she says, she's gonna fire another attack. She says times 100 this time. So the first attack she did was basically her holding back, and then the second one she's gonna do, she's gonna multiply the beam by 100 times. It didn't. The clash didn't happen, so we couldn't see how powerful Goku was, or if he could have handled it, but we do know that she has a blast that's 100 times more powerful, meaning that her power would be at least 19 billion, 200 million times universal, if we take that seriously. Now, after this, we have kind of a controversial feat where Whis breaks his speed by, miles, because we've seen Whis travel across the universe and how fast he is, but it does take him time. It takes him like at least a couple of minutes, depending on how far of a range he's moving. Is going to take him even longer. And we saw the way back in the Universe 6 versus 7 tournament arc that he can take like a little bit over 3 hours to travel across the entire universe, which is still pretty fast, but it does take him some time. But this time, for some reason, he was able to get to Earth within like a second, because Bulma was trying to get Beerus there to stop Arale by having this one machine that can create whatever he wanted. So she created the most delicious food ever, which attracted Beerus and got Whis there. And he says, "I've never gone so fast before." So he came there within like a second. And
I think, to be honest, I think Weez be holding back. I think Weez holds back a lot. I think he's way more stronger than what he's making himself to be. That's just my opinion. But yeah, let's get back to the video.
and from what we've been told throughout Resurrection of F by him was he needs at least 30, he takes at least 35 minutes to go from Beerus's planet to Earth. So the fact that he came here from Beerus's planet to Earth in a second means he went way faster than he's ever gone before. And this is kind of controversial, because the way I see it, this whole arc and most of these slice of life episodes, even though there is no such thing as, kind of like canon or not canon in Dragon Ball Super, because the manga and the anime are two different things. So there's technically not filler. I call them fillerish episodes. People disagree with me on that. They're saying, no, 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 we can take all these episodes serious and logical, even though they contradict a lot of like the feats that we see. But whatever. But a lot of people take this seriously, say Raleigh is actually in the Dragon Ball universe. The only reason I really disagree with that is that the fact that if you read the Dr. Slump manga, you would see in the Dr. Slump manga is a little bit different their world than the Dragon Ball world. And in one case, it's more realistic, and other case is completely not realistic.
Hmm.
So, for example, the fact that in Dr. Slump's universe, the Earth that they have pretty much has every location that we have in our world. Uh, with additionally having the Penguin Village. But besides that, everything else is like our world. They have China, they have Japan, they have New York, they have Chicago, they have all these other landmarks that we have in our world. But in Dragon Ball, they have fake ones like West City, Ginger Town, all these other places that are not real. So there's already disconnect right there from the world building and the lore itself. And then also on top of the fact that in the Raleigh manga, it's completely a gag, and they have the sun having a face, and you have all these other weird things that
Yeah, those two different worlds are just totally different because they're just basically adding two mangas together, you know. But that's it for the video. For those of y'all who want to finish the video, make sure you go check out Dragon Ball for Life's page. Make sure you go give them a subscribe and like the video for them, man. We need to support everybody in the Dragon Ball community, but because we all one, man. We all interested in Dragon Ball, man. So we all should be working together, in my opinion. But yeah, it was a good video in my eyes, man. I really enjoyed it. I just need to learn a little bit more about power scaling, in my opinion. But so that's it for the video today. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you check me out over there on Facebook under Black Ink, where I share artwork and other relatable Dragon Ball content. And remember to believe in yourself, because ain't nobody else go do it. Dragon Ball Art 92. I'm out. Peace.
Recently, I was able to witness the fights of 3 great warriors. His powers were completely absurd. I had never seen anything like it.